Hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, but you can call me Pajama Grandma. Today is day 27 of our Well-Being, Wisdom, and Wealth card pulling, motivational end of the year series. I guess we'll call it a series. And today, from each of 3 different amazing card decks. I love these card decks because they give us an opportunity to get like the Cliff Notes or flashcard versions of positive things and positive messages. So instead of just looking at things on our phone or our Facebook, we can actually physically carry a positive reminder or a positive message in our pocket or in our purse or in a notebook or whatever works for you. So today, from the Well-Being deck, the Wisdom deck, and from the Money and the Law of Attraction. So we got all of the bases covered for us. The health, wealth, and relationships, all the major things that cause us challenges and issues in our life, right? We've got those covered by picking one of each of these cards. So the first one today says, it's got snow in it, but I'm not sure it's going to be a white Christmas. We'll see. I am a physical extension of creative, non-physical energy. I am a physical extension of creative, non-physical energy. And the back says, Hindu Dundu Magnifying Glass, you are so much more than the physical body you have come to know as you. You are source energy, and you are focused on the leading edge of thought. In this powerful now, you hold the key to allowing the source that is you to flow. The better you feel, the more you are allowing that connection. The more connection we have with our true being, who we really are, the more we focus on and think about what we want, the more we bring those things into being in our life. That is my message today, that we are all creators of, and everything begins with thought. Everything we want in our life starts with the idea or the thought of having that. Today, the Wisdom card from Louise Hay says, and I love this one, I love being me. I love being me. Now, if you follow me or you see me at all, you know that one of my favorite sayings is be loving, love being, be you. I end a lot of my communications with that because I know for sure that the most important thing that you can do on the planet is to be yourself. Live your life and experience it as only you uniquely can. And by being yourself, you're giving other people permission to be themselves too, because that's what we want more than anything on the planet. Back says, I no longer judge or criticize myself. I am free to love who I am. Now, some of us, that's a lifelong process of not judging or criticizing ourselves. I don't know about you, but often our self-talk is more negative and meaner than any other human being would ever be to us, or that we would ever be to any other human being. I don't know about you, but I talk to myself sometimes and I tell myself I'm stupid or dumb, or why did I do that? Why did I say that? Why haven't I done this? Why haven't I done that? And we beat ourselves up and we criticize and we're like, I'm not young enough, I'm not pretty enough, I'm not smart enough, I'm not anything enough. And we convince ourselves that we don't deserve the stuff that we want and that we're not good enough for some reason, which is complete and total and utter poppycock, right? So our final card today about money and the law of attraction says, I can see my world through the eyes of source. I can see my world through the eyes of source, which means I have the power to step back and see the world from a different perspective, from a different point of view, not just through the filter of my past experiences. So let's see what the back of this one has to say. It says, by choosing better feeling thoughts and by speaking more of what you do want and less of what you do not want, you will gently tune yourself to the vibrational frequency of your broader perspective. To see your world through the eyes of source is truly the most spectacular view of life, for from that vibrational vantage point, you are in alignment with, and therefore in the process of attracting, only what you would consider to be the very best of your world. So, again, by getting a perspective and honing in on and focusing on what we want, that brings more of it into our lives. So that's it. That's our 3 motivational, inspirational, positive cards or messages for today. If you have these decks, grab one randomly, read it, and stick it in your pocket. And then throughout the day, if you need a little reminder or something bad happens or somebody cuts you off in traffic, just touch the pocket that card's in, and that will just remind you and trigger the thought of the card. And for me today, I love being me. And we can never tell ourselves, I love being me, too much or too often, because that is the very most important love that we have, the love of ourselves. Because if we love ourselves, then we can love other people. If we don't love ourselves, we don't do a very good job loving other people. Look at all of what's going on in the world, and bottom line, if you boil it down, all the evil and all the nonsense and all the meanness that goes on in the world is actually a reflection of the person perpetrating or performing those behaviors, and that's because they might be covering it up with ego or bravado or false sense of security and confidence, but bottom line, they're showing us that they really don't love themselves and that they're not okay. That's it. Have a fantastic day. I will see you tomorrow with another well-being, wisdom, and wealth series of cards to help motivate you and keep you going through the end of this year. That's it. Bye. Have an awesome day.